Welcome to VeeBee Coding. You can call me Bee, or just the initials VeeBee for short. And this is Bee Bytes, where I take one of my previous tutorials and I make it short. Today's video is going over some basic to advanced methods of doing updates to your data, and also going over some ways you can alter your tables as well. For our agenda, we'll go over hard coding, using work tables, working between databases, and again some scripts for alters. First up, hard coding. So within your update script, you can set a column value to a specific string number value. You can add in your word clause where one column is equals to or like something. And it's pretty straightforward. So there are some pros and cons to hard coding. So for the pros, it's fast, it's simple, there's little to no prep work needed. You can specify certain records that you want to update, such as calling out record IDs. For cons, for more complex updates, like if you need to update many rows all at once, and it can vary on criteria, or you need to make an update based off of some ad hoc reviews, then it can be more time consuming to make up a hard-coded update script for each case-by-case basis. It's also another con for hard coding is it's very easy to update more records than you anticipated, so be wary of the where clause. Next up, using a work table. So what do I mean by a work table? This is a table that you create temporarily, you import data into, such as you have a list of records that you know you want to update, you import that list into this like mini table, and then you can have your update script reference that work table, so only those records are impacted. There's a few different ways you can create a work table. You can do a select star into, make up a new table name, from, say the old table name, where 1 equals 2. And that is going to essentially make a clone of that table without bringing over any data. So it gives you the opportunity to import your own special list into it. If you wanted to include data, then use that same script, but just exclude the where 1 equals 2, and that will bring over the data as well. Another method to make a work table is to go to that table in your Object Explorer in Management Studio, right-click the table name and go to Script Table As, Create To, and click New Query Editor window. And that'll bring up the Create Table script. You can copy that to a new tab, and you can change the table name, such as putting a underscore at the end and say work table, whatever update you want to make, underscore copy, whatever. You can make other updates, such as removing any mentions of not nulls and identity. So basically trying to make it as least restrictive as possible. That way, when you import data into it, it's more user-friendly. After you have that work table prepared, then you can reference it in your update script. So you can still say update the main table, and then go down to your from, call out your work table name, and I give it an alias of B. And then in your where clause, that's where you connect your main table to your work table. Calling out your primary keys there, primary and foreign keys there. And then up where you set a column value. For here, in this quick example, I said equals X. But you can do set comment equals B dot comment, B being again from your work table. if you want to work between databases. One example is in your dev environment, you can insert data by pulling from your production environment. And over there, you can make your updates, do some experiments, and when it looks good, go back to production, and you can do your update script where the from section is pulling from dev. Do your normal where main table in production equals the counterpart in dev, connecting those keys together so the join is accurate. And here I actually did say set the comment equals b.comment, so it's coming from the dev environment. So the updates are for changing the data. Alter is for changing the structure for your tables. And here are a few examples. So you can add a new column, you can rename a column, you can change the data type, you can change the size of a column. Generally, you wouldn't want to go smaller, you'd only go bigger, otherwise you run into issues. Referencing that fourth one down there. Or you can remove a column. Also, generally not a good idea, but you had the option. And there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.